As a ninth grader, it's difficult to know exactly what you'll spend your life doing. The experience of being 14 or 15 years old is full of paradoxes and juxtapositions. Some of us know in the depths of our hearts what we want to spend our lives doing. Others of us have no idea. At the same time, the world has a way of opening up and revealing just how many possibilities there are out there waiting for you.
Like riding around on rail cars and working long.
My name is Savannah, and one day I want to be an actor, actress, whatever happens.
When I grow up, I would like to be in the education field, and I want to be an art teacher.
What kind of teacher?
An art teacher.
My name is Luis Hernandez, and when I want to grow up, I have different things I want to pursue. I want to become an artist, or else any type of artist, makeup, drawing, painting.
Hi, I'm Clarissa, and I'd want to be a writer, doctor, or an actor.
My name is Brandon, and I want to be a movie.
My name is Luz, and I want to be an interior designer when I grow up.
My name is Rogelio Rodriguez, and when I grow up, I want to be a physical therapist.
Hi, I'm Noor Abdallah, and I either want to be a doctor or an interior designer.
Hi, I'm Jose. Computer science, or do something with computer science so I can get rich.
So you can get rich. Do you also enjoy computer?
Yes, I enjoy doing animations too.
Hi, I'm Dominic, and I want to be a lawyer.
My name is Joseph Martinez, and in the future, I see myself being a football star or a track star.
So whether you're like Luz and Noor and you see yourself designing spaces, like Brandon, serving and defending our country, or even like Rogelio, helping get people back on their feet, you've probably taken time to consider some careers you might be interested in pursuing. Here to shed some light on what life is like on the other side of the big decisions we will all inevitably make are some friends of mine who are eager to share the joy of their careers with you.
My name is Ian Davis. I'm 23 years old, and I work for Spurs Sports and Entertainment in the game presentation department. My official title is SAFC Game Operations Coordinator, so I handle all of the game presentation tasks for our soccer team. My favorite part of the job would definitely be game nights and game days. Throughout the week and really throughout the entire offseason, we're planning games. It really is, it's a show, it's entertainment. Every stoppage that you see at a Spurs, Rampage, our WNBA team, the Stars, and our soccer games is scripted, from whether we're sending out dancers or coyote, or we're running promotions on the ice or on the court. And so all of that takes time and a lot of effort to put together on a game-by-game basis, and then to get to game night and to be in the building, with up to 20,000 people, and you're putting on a show for them, and when it gets executed properly, it's a really cool thing to be a part of. Skills that you need to be successful in the game presentation department, or in any department in the sports industry: critical thinking, decisiveness, and above all, communication. Being able to make sure that your entire team and every other department that's involved on game night is on the same page. During games, things will change. During Spurs games, we might call certain timeouts that change up our entire script, and there's a lot of people you have to let know that happen and make sure they're all aware of the new plan, what you're going to be doing from this point forward. So being able to communicate via email, text messages, phone call, even throughout the week when you're planning these games and events, it's very, very important. The coolest person that I've met, we see a lot of really cool individuals here, whether it be celebrities or athletes or other people, at these games. But the coolest people that I've actually met and got to speak with would be John Buccigross, the SportsCenter anchor. Awesome dude, and Paul Stanley from KISS. I was helping assisting him when he sang the national anthem at the Lakers game last season, so he was absolutely awesome. My advice to anybody who's trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives is to keep an open mind and know that there are literally millions of ways that you could spend your life and make a living. And that being said, it's so important to do something you want to do and to chase, literally chase the dreams that you have, and know that you're not gonna find what you want to do right now, or maybe not next year, or when you graduate, whatever you decide to do, whether it's college or not. Just keep an open mind and don't shut out any opportunities or any possibilities, because you don't know where you're gonna be, you don't know what you're gonna be doing, but if you know that you're going to be doing something every day that you love and that you're with people that you like to be around, then like they always say, you're not really working, you know? So just keep an open mind and do what you want to do.
Hello, I am Anne Marie Coffey and I am 24 years old and I am a product designer at a technology research design and creation firm called Dialexa in Dallas. My favorite part of my job. So I am a graphic designer. That's kind of what I do as product design. I design phone apps and websites. And so my favorite part of my job is designing apps. I really love it. I love using the design programs. This isn't really something that I knew I wanted to really get into when I was graduating college, and now that I'm doing it, it's like the best thing ever. And so definitely designing apps and thinking through the user experience and what just normal people like you would be thinking and what you'd be needing as you used this particular app. That's my favorite part. So how I got my job, it is very true when you hear it's all about who you know. Both jobs that I've had right out of college have been because I've known someone and contacted them to see if they could get me a job where they worked. And so the current job I'm at right now, one of my best friend's brother-in-laws worked here, and so I met him. He actually came to my design show when my senior year at ACU, and he liked my work, and I emailed him and contacted him, and he invited me in for an interview. And so it was kind of a long process of interviewing and going in and showing my portfolio, but they ended up liking my work and I eventually got the job, so that was exciting. What kind of skills do I need to be successful at my job? Well, I guess there's a few different things. As a product designer, I also work with our marketing team, and so on top of design skills and just creative skills and being able to think through these technology products that I'm designing, I also need good communication skills. Someone has to be presenting designs to our clients and talking about why I made certain design decisions. And so I have to have good communication skills and critical thinking skills. So on top of the obvious like design skills that I need and that I learned in college with my degree, being able to talk about my work thoroughly and effectively to people who maybe don't know a lot about design. So my advice to a 9th grader who's trying to figure out what you're wanting to do is you don't need to know what you want to do. When I was a senior in high school and I was trying to think of what I wanted to major in, I had no idea. My sister asked me, she was like, well, do you like being in yearbook and designing the layouts for yearbook? Because I was really involved in that in high school, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, that sounds like graphic design. Maybe you should major in that. And so I majored in that. And even when I entered the major, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what type of fields graphic design led to. And so I definitely learned more and more about myself and what I was good at with each year. And so in 9th grade, I say figure out what you love to do and keep getting better at it. You don't want to be working somewhere where you're not enjoying what you're doing. And I think a really good way of figuring that out is paying attention to what people say you're good at and paying attention to what you really enjoy doing, and thinking about how that can look as a career someday. And it's really awesome that it worked out for me, and something that I really love to do, which just started out as being involved in yearbook in high school.
My name is Dustin Aubert. I'm a graduate assistant coach at Long Beach State University. Long Beach State is a Division I school just outside of LA here in Southern California, and I work for the men's basketball team. My favorite part of my job, there's two things I really love about my job. One is the travel. We play an awesome conference, so I get to travel around the U.S. and see some good schools. We played at Kansas this year, played at Duke last year, played North Carolina this year, so we play a lot of big schools. And actually we just got back, we played at Hawaii, so that's always really fun, is being able to travel and see new places. And my other favorite part of my job is being able to work with our guys. So I do a lot of our workouts, and so a lot of our guys dream of playing at the NBA level or even, you know, overseas. And so, you know, day in and day out, I get to help them work towards their dreams of playing professionally. So that's my other favorite part of my job. So after my playing career, I played collegiately at a school in Mississippi. I knew I wanted to continue to be involved with basketball, and I've always wanted to coach. So once my playing career was over, I started writing handwritten letters to coaches, to college coaches, all across the country. So I wrote to about 45 schools, and I wrote all handwritten letters, and I heard back from about 43 of them. And so it's a little insight, but a lot of coaches love people who go above and beyond the call of duty. So instead of just writing an email or sending a text, I took the time to write a handwritten letter, and a lot of the coaches really appreciated it. So after I heard back from Long Beach State, they're in Southern California, and I'm from California, so I wanted to stay close to home. I flew down to LA, and I interviewed, and I got the job. And it was really key writing that handwritten letter as opposed to just typing up an email.
So in my line of work, we do a lot of workouts for our guys. We work on shooting workouts, working off the dribble, finishing around the basket. We do a lot of workout stuff like that. But two things that are vital to being successful as an assistant coach. The first thing is you have to be really energetic. We practice every morning around 7 a.m. so our guys come and get workouts at about 6 a.m. Almost every morning. So when I get in the gym, I make sure I'm the most energetic. I call it bringing the juice. So if I bring the juice, my guys will bring the juice, they'll be excited and we'll have a really good practice. But if I come in the gym and I'm kind of sluggish.
The cool part about living in the Los Angeles area is you meet a lot of NBA guys, because a lot of NBA guys come down here to work out. So some of the coolest people I've been able to work out and meet, got to meet Damian Lillard of the Blazers. Got to help work out DeMar DeRozan, who plays for the Toronto Raptors. And then got to meet Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's, for those of you who watch basketball, he's the Greek freak. And this is his first year being an all-star. And so Giannis was probably the coolest person I met in the basketball world. Got to help work him out for about a week straight. Did about 10 workouts in 5 days. And yeah, really nice guy, really down to earth, really friendly. And then got to meet, my girlfriend and I got to meet Drake. He came down to watch a volleyball game actually, so we got to meet him. And then met Magic Johnson and met Kobe as well. So that was all really cool, meeting these, these high-level basketball players. And it happened just because we live down here in the LA area.
My name is Macy Price. I'm 24 years old and I'm the owner of Flourish Floral Design. We're a wedding and event florist in Dallas. My job consists of a couple different things. So I meet with brides and sometimes their fiancés or moms, and we talk about what kind of style they're going for their wedding, and that can really come into play through the flowers. I'm also the head designer, so I come up with all the arrangements and then execute those. My favorite part of my job is the actual wedding day and getting to see the months and months of prep and planning come all together, and the finished product and the reaction of the bride is always so fun. One of the skills that's super necessary for my job is being able to work as a team. It kind of seems like it wouldn't be because I work by myself usually, but when it comes to event day, you're working with all the other vendors that this bride has been communicating with to create one cohesive event. So teamwork for sure, and a lot of empathy, because weddings are just a stressful time in someone's life. It's a really happy time, and so you have to be happy with the bride, and it's also kind of stressful, so you have to be understanding of what all she's dealing with.
The coolest project that I ever worked on was with a bride who was really naturey and like outdoorsy, but she had to get married inside because of the time of year. So we came up with an idea to really bring the outdoors in, and we draped all this gorgeous greenery all over the ceiling and just like throughout the whole room. And so it completely changed the feel of the whole space, and it made it gardeny and like greenhouse feeling. And ever since we did that, I've gotten so many emails being like, oh my gosh, I saw what you did at this venue and I've never seen that before and I want to do it. And so it was just fun to like come up with something totally new that people hadn't seen before. My advice for any freshmen trying to figure out what they want to do is first, not to feel pressured like you need to know what you want to do with your life, because very few people do when they're freshmen in high school. And two, if there's anything you're interested in or that you think looks fun, I've learned that people are really willing to help. So if you find someone, you know, in your area that does something that you're interested in, just ask if you can shadow them. And people are usually really eager to teach what they know.